I think we can start our live session. So, hello, my name is Jamshid Ahmadaliyev. I'm a marketing and PR officer here at Webster University in Tashkent, and here are my colleagues from admissions office. We have Bakhtiar and Maruf. Could you guys please introduce yourselves?
So my name is Bakhtiar. I'm an admission officer here at Webster University in Tashkent. Today we'll be answering your questions regarding admissions, everything regarding the application process, documents, requirements, and etc. So, Maruf?
Yeah, hello guys. My name is Maruf. I'm a graduate admissions officer at Webster University in Tashkent.
Thank you very much for coming today and joining this live session. We have a lot of questions. If you have more questions, you can also ask them, write them in the comment section of the of the posts, and we will do our best to answer your questions. Let's start with the questions that we've already received to the post of this live session. So the first question comes from Gulnora. Can we completely study master's degree online?
So yeah, you can study your master's degree online, but the last of your 2 classes has to be offline. You need to come to the office. You need to visit the campus in order to receive your diploma. Other than that, you're good to go to study all of your classes online.
Thank you very much. And there is no possibilities to study online in bachelor's, right, Bakhtiar?
Yes. You will have some courses online via Zoom if your professor is abroad. You'll having classes online via Zoom, but if your professor here in Tashkent, you will have your classes on campus, all of them. You have to come to campus to study.
We also have questions regarding Michigan English Test. Michigan English Test is the test that Webster University in Tashkent accepts, apart from IELTS and TOEFL IBT English language certificates. People are asking if we conduct Michigan English Test in other regions. And if we are conducting, could you please inform them about the dates?
So tomorrow we'll be having Michigan test in Samarkand. So please register. Seats are limited, and tomorrow we'll be waiting for you in the World Languages University at 2 p.m. Please try to come earlier, as we need to register you and explain you everything. Yeah, and we are planning to have more Michigan sessions in other cities as well, but usually we have it twice a week on campus in Tashkent.
And Michigan English Test results are accepted for both bachelor's and master's degree level.
Yeah,
Absolutely correct. Yeah.
And master's degree applicants, could you please shed some light on what kind of documents applicants need to apply to become a student at Webster?
I'm gonna go first. Okay. In order to become a graduate student at Webster University in Tashkent, you need to fill out the application and submit 3 documents: your ID or passport, and your IELTS or Michigan test, and your CV is optional. You need your CV, but if you don't want to submit it, it's perfectly fine. We'll waive it for you. And the 4th and foremost is going to be your diploma with your transcript. And the thing is, with the diplomas, we need your official documents with a stamp on them. That's really important. And if you don't have English version of them, please translate them and submit it to us. If you have any problems, you can email us at any time of your convenience, and we will submit them for you. Thank you.
So as for the bachelor's degree, it's almost the same, but we don't require the bachelor's diploma because you are going to earn it later. We require high school diploma, which is attestat, shahadatnoma, or if it's lyceum, academic lyceum, or maybe college, you'll need to bring your lyceum or college diploma with a transcript. So if it's not English, you need to translate it and authorize it. If it's shahadatnoma from school, it's usually both in Uzbek and English. You just download it and upload it to your account. Plus, we require ID card with both sides, or passport with the registration page. Then the last thing is English proficiency certificate. It could be IELTS. If it's IELTS 5.5, at least 5 oral band score. TOEFL IBT 80 out of 120. We accept what else? SAT, ACT, Pearson, PTE, and etc. So all tests that we accept are listed on the web, accepted or not. We'll let you know. Yeah.
Thank you very much. The next question is about, again, Michigan English test. How long does it take to get the results of the test?
Okay, usually it takes 2 weeks, but sometimes it could take more. But you can also call us or email us if your result is with the results. And those who pass the test, completed, we'll explain what to do, and then we'll proceed your application and review it.
Could you please inform our listeners about the faculties that we have for bachelor's degree and for master's degree?
So,
I'll go first.
yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 programs in our masters. So first and foremost, and the most popular, is Master of Art of Teaching English to the Speakers of Other Languages, and the second is Master of Art of Education Innovation, and the third is MBA, Master of Business Administration. So in the case of Master of Business Administration, it's a different program than the 2. It's gonna last longer, and the payment fee and the tuition fee is gonna be a little different, but it's gonna worth it. And we have an emphasis. MBA could be with an emphasis to marketing and project management, but you can choose general MBA program. And the requirements are gonna be the same: IELTS 6 minimum with the TOEFL, or you can take Michigan. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Bachelor's.
So ratio is 50-50. 50% of the faculty are from abroad, from different countries, with different background, and with long teaching experience. So, and the local teachers are also, they have their master's degree or PhD, ADD, maybe DBA from different universities, from different countries. So they studied abroad all as well. And so,
Thank you.
what can I, yeah.
And could you also mention about the programs that are available for bachelor's degree?
Faculty, I thought, well,
Yes.
yeah, okay. So, programs, majors.
Mhm.
Now we have 7 majors for bachelor's degree, for undergraduate programs. We have business administration, economics, media studies, education studies, management information, 100% IT related program. So we have 7 programs so far.
So there is no foundation year here.
Foundation, no. In US education system, there is no foundation here.
And as an applicant asked about the duration of the studies, can they finish, for example, their master's degree level studies before 2 years, or maybe in 3 years for bachelor's? Can they finish it earlier?
It's possible. It depends on how many credits they take, they earn each semester. So, for example, its estimated duration is 4 years for bachelor's degree. And if a student studies during the summer, in summer, 2 summers, they equal to 1 semester. They will earn, so one summer session, let's say, they can earn from 7 to 9 credits, and if they study 2 summers, they will get like equal credits for one semester, and at the end they will graduate when they study 3.5 like years. So it's possible. It depends.
It is possible because there are courses which are taught during summer.
Yeah,
as well.
they can take also more courses each semester.
Now, Dira asked about intakes. She's asking if she can apply for a master's degree in winter. Is it possible? How many intakes are there for master's degree applicants and bachelors?
Yeah, we have 2 intakes, summer and winter intakes. And the summer intake is going to take place till 31st of July. The deadline is going to be 31st of July, and it's extended because some of our students, they're receiving their diplomas late. So yeah, everything for your convenience. And the winter time, maybe we will have different deadlines, but for now we have a deadline of, you can apply, you can start your application now, but you can change a different intake. You can choose January intake, and January intake is gonna, if you apply for January, your studies are gonna start at the 9th of January, and the deadline for that is 15th of December. Yeah. And the previous question about the durations of our programs, master, we have 3 programs, and the MBA is different. First 2 programs, MA TESOL and MA Eden, they last only 1 year. MBA is gonna take up on 2 years, but you can finish it a little earlier if you're gonna take more courses and study more. If you would like, you can do that. And the tuition fee is gonna vary, it depends on the program. Yeah.
And Zalala is asking about deadlines. Until when can we apply for master's degree?
The deadline is pretty much the same for graduate students and undergrads as well. It's 31st of July. Yeah.
For fall 23 intake.
Yeah. And your studies are gonna start at 15th of August for bachelor, for master's.
Bachelor's is 21st of August, and you'll start earlier.
15th of August. Yeah.
There's also a question coming from a school student. He or she is finishing her, or he is 11th grade, but she hasn't got her attestat yet. And she doesn't know when she is going to get it. Can she still apply for Webster, and what she should apply instead of attestat?
So instead of high school diploma, we also receive your report card, which is tabil, bahalar tabil in Uzbek. So we need your grades for 10th and 11th grades. If it's not in English, it must be translated and notarized, and we can accept you provisionally with that document. Then you will provide us with your final document, which is high school diploma with the transcript. Yeah. It's possible, no problem.
Okay. There are some questions about scholarships as well. Could you please inform if we have any scholarships for both master's degree level applicant, for applicants who are applying for master's degree and for bachelor's?
For bachelor's, we have governmental scholarships, 10 spots for each major. To apply for it, you will need to be our student first. You need to pay at least 50% of your tuition. Then you can apply for the scholarship. You will have a test from DTM, Davlat Test Markazi, and if you pass it, if you agree to all conditions, if you sign it, so all your tuition, like for 4 years, will be covered, and you will not have to pay. Then you will have to work for the government, governmental organization, for like 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately for graduate students it's almost the same. For the time being, we don't offer any scholarships. or any discounts, but for our alumni, if you're graduating from Webster University undergrad program, you can apply for graduate program, and you will be subtracted some of your courses, which is gonna count as a discount, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have one applicant who is taking their IELTS test in July, and but the results are going to be out in August. Is there any way that he or she can apply for Webster?
The deadline is 31st of July, but we'll see. Maybe yes, maybe no, but try to. But it's impossible, right? He or she cannot get it earlier.
They can take a Michigan test.
Yeah, they can take our Michigan test. We launched it on Saturdays as well from now, and also we accept other tests, SAT, TOEFL, IBT, SAT, ACT, and etc. Pearson PT. Also we accept ITEP, ITEP test. Also, no problem.
And how about Duolingo?
No Duolingo this year. That's why we have our Michigan test 3 times a week.
Oh, I see.
Instead of Duolingo. Yeah. We don't accept it anymore. Please do not take it if you are applying to Webster University in Tashkent.
And if the IELTS results are in August, can they also apply for winter intake?
Yeah. Until the 1st of December, they can apply for spring intake. No problem. They will start in January.
Could you please let the listeners know about the minimum band score for the English requirements?
For bachelors, it's 5.5 overall band score. For masters,
For masters, it's gonna be 6. We used to have different policies regarding MBA program, but now it's changed. All the programs are gonna require the same IELTS band score, and it's minimum 6. No less than 6 is accepted,
it
unfortunately.
was 6.5.
It was 6.5 for MBA, yeah. But now it's changed. If you have 6, you're good to go, basically.
Yeah.
Could you please also talk about study abroad program? How does it work, and can Webster help the students get visa? That was the question which was asked.
Interesting. So, if you are planning to apply for study abroad program, there are requirements. First of all, you need to earn 15 credits for bachelors. Yeah, usually for bachelors, degree students, and also your GPA should be not less than 2.5. And all of these, all questions, everything will be delivered during the workshops from our study abroad program coordinator. She'll be having several sessions or workshops from our students. This is only for our students.
And both master's students and bachelor students can participate in Webster Study Abroad program.
The thing with the
Yes.
master's student is it's a tricky one because our TESOL program for the cannot. If you're a TESOL student, basically you cannot participate in study abroad program. But other than that, all other programs you're good to go, especially for masters. If you're applying for masters, our master's students, they go back and forth all the time, so highly recommended. But TESOL is unfortunately now it's not
Because
available.
last one year, right?
No, the thing is with the TESOL, it's too popular, and if all the students, the logic behind it, IPS, it's a really popular program. It's not because it's gonna take only 1 year, no, because MAE didn't takes 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, with the TESOL, yeah, it's too popular and it's gonna become too hectic.
Ah.
We're not ready for this volume
Mm.
of students to going back and forth to,
Oh, okay.
to abroad, yeah.
Ah.
And with the study abroad program for all of our graduate and undergrad programs, you need to finish your degree here. You need to come back to get your diploma. You cannot just be there and you cannot continue with your studies. if you enter Webster University in Tashkent, you're gonna end up graduating here. So really important. Yeah.
And each candidate who is going to study abroad is responsible for their visa and others. However, there is a travel grant
Yeah.
for, right?
Yeah, first.
For round trip flight tickets.
We provide with tickets. Yeah.
For the
Up to
first time.
1,000.
Up to 1,000.
1,000,
Yeah.
yes.
But all the other expenses are gonna be on you,
Yeah.
and we don't guarantee anything, especially visa, because with the US one,
Nobody
you
can
never
do
know.
Yeah.
Yes. There's also a question. There are some questions in Russian and Uzbek. I'll be translating those. Right after an applicant gets a contract for the tuition fee,
Mm-hmm.
what's the period that they should make the payment, and can they pay in installments?
Yeah, for bachelor's degree, usually our applicants and students, they pay in 2 installments, which is 50-50. Once you receive your contract, we highly recommend you to pay the 50% of your tuition before August, before the 1st of August, or because when we are closer to the deadline, the places what they will be limited, and we highly recommend you, once you receive your contract, to pay at least 50% to make sure that you will study here, and because you will have a series of events before the classes start. So once you receive it, try to pay at least 50%. We highly recommend.
With the master's program, it's a little bit complicated. So we have courses. In order to finish your master's program, you need to collect 33 or 36 credits, depending on the program. So with MA Eden and MA TESOL, you need to finish 11 courses. And your tuition fee is gonna be $455. And if you're gonna divide them to 11, each your course is gonna cost you $405. So in each and every terms are gonna last 9 weeks. Each and every term, you need to end up taking at least 2 courses, and your 2 courses are gonna be 810. What do I mean by that is you can proceed with your payment course based. $810 every 9 weeks. Yeah. Every 9 weeks. You're gonna pay 810. After 9 weeks, you're gonna pay again 810. And your installment payments are gonna be 5 times in a year. And the program is gonna last a year. So yeah.
Well, thank you for clarifying that. The next question is about doing double major and taking minor. I heard from some people that there is something called double major. Can you tell me more about it? That's the question.
So double major means that you will have core courses from 2 majors, and when you graduate you will receive 1 diploma, but with 2 majors, 2 programs. For example, it could be both international relations and economics. They match, and you can take both. When you graduate, you will be having 2 degrees in economics and international relations. You can also have minor when you are not interested in getting the second major, but you can take, you want to learn about another program, you are interested in it, and in your transcript you'll be having your courses from minor which you choose, and it's quite flexible. You can talk to your advisor, they will help you with schedule, and if you're struggling, if you have problems, if you cannot handle it, they'll cancel it, and you'll have only 1 major. There's no problem.
And double major only applies for bachelor's.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. We have only 1 year program and it's going to be intense enough. You're not going to have any time.
Next question is about dormitory facilities. Does Webster provide dormitory facilities for those who are coming from other regions and countries?
Sure, we have dormitory, but the space is limited, and once you pay your contract, at least 50%, as I mentioned, you'll receive what was it, Poltrix for questionnaire. And first, let's say if you have like 100, 200 places, first 200 students who apply for it, they're gonna get their places earlier, let's say, if it's available. So first come, first serve policy.
Yeah, unfortunately for master students, university's policy differs because our main focus is bachelor students because they're not adults, and the percentage of them is a little higher than masters. So that's why the emphasis are going to be on them. But you can try. We had previously master students who were studying and living at our dormitory facilities. The thing is, and the problem is, seats are extremely limited. That's why we're planning an extension, but it's not going to happen this time. Maybe next year we're going to end up having a little more facilities available for everyone. So yeah.
Thank you. There's also another interesting question. I'm finishing my bachelor's degree soon, but since I studied with governmental scholarship on budget, I cannot get my diploma yet. How can I apply for master's at Webster?
Yeah, this type of issues happen all the time, and the thing is, in order to be a student at Webster University, you don't need physical diploma. You can always request an online version of it and upload it. All the procedures are going to be online only. You don't have to come. You don't have to hand us your diplomas or other documents. We don't need it. Yeah, all the procedures are going to be via our website and online. So yeah, we have students who are applying with this issue and they're not having any problems. And if you have any issues, you can email us at any time of your convenience and we will be more than happy to assist you along the way. Yeah.
And there's also a question about Duolingo, which we've already answered. So Webster University in Tashkent is not accepting Duolingo results.
Unfortunately.
If I've taken SAT or ACT exams, will I be admitted to a bachelor's degree?
Yeah, if your score meets our minimum requirement. For example, SAT will require 450 in evidence-based reading and writing. So if it's at least 450, yeah, no problem. We will accept your result.
Thank you. Asir Kudratova asks, should I translate my diploma from local university into English if I'm applying for master's degree?
The thing is, your diploma had two sides. One is in English, one is in Uzbek. You don't need to translate any of your documents as long as we understand and can read them. But the case with your diploma and your transcript is different. We need to understand what type of subjects did you study. That's why if your university doesn't provide English version of your transcript, we need the translation of them. And no, you don't have to translate your diploma, only transcripts.
There's also a question about CEFR certificate.
CEFR, we don't accept it.
No.
It's not, if I'm not mistaken, it's not international.
Yeah, it's local.
recognized.
It's local English.
Yeah, we only accept internationally recognized tests.
Okay. And could you please inform about the deadlines one more time? Someone asked that.
Yeah, for master's degree,
bachelor?
yeah, it's
The
the same now.
July
yeah.
31.
July 31, yeah.
31st of July.
Yeah. It was different, but now it's the same. For bachelors and masters, it's the same.
Mhm.
31st of July.
Now there is also a question about studies during the week.
Mhm.
What days or how many days on average students of master's degree level students study in a week?
Yeah, we have fixed amount of courses that you can take per term, which means you're allowed to take only 2 courses per term. Term is called basically semester, consists of 9 weeks. So 2 courses means you have to visit if you're choosing offline. If you're choosing online, there's no need to come. But regardless, 2 times a week you need to come or visit online classes via Zoom. Yeah, twice.
And for master's degree students, the classes they can happen during the day or during the evenings, right?
Yes, we have lots of students who have jobs, who have families, who are being busy currently, and we're really flexible. We provide hybrid classes, online classes, and offline classes. And if you're gonna end up choosing offline ones, you can come visit here and attend your classes after work. Yeah.
Saya Jalil is asking how can we select that they want to study in the evening classes?
After you're being admitted, you're gonna get your acceptance letter, and after you're gonna receive your contract. You need to click the link and fill it out, all of your information, and you're gonna end up downloading your PDF version of the contract. And then after that, we will introduce you to our program leaders. So there are 3 program leaders, each is responsible for different programs. And they're gonna be basically a bridge between you and the professor. And according to your preference, they're gonna arrange everything.
There's a question from Masuna Olimova. Could you please elaborate a little bit on the writing section of the Michigan test?
Okay, so once you finish your test, 80 questions of your test, you'll receive your writing part. We'll distribute you handouts, and you'll have a 1 hour to complete the task. You will have a text, and there will be questions regarding the text. You'll be asked to write the summary and specific questions based on the writing, based on the text. So you are supposed to write 300 words at least, but it could be less as soon as if you think that you answered all the questions, and even if it's less than 300, it's okay. But you can write like 300 words, but if you don't answer, there is no sense, no point of this. So focus on answering questions. It applies for both bachelor's and master's.
Yeah, Michigan test is basically the same. Yeah, it's accepted for master student and bachelor students. Yeah, and it's gonna be the same requirement. Yeah, same old thing.
Oblin Oslov is asking, are there any international students in Webster University in Tashkent, and
Yes.
from which countries?
Well, for masters now we're being busy with international students, especially they're coming from Russia and Ukraine. It's because of the demand. Yeah, and today we had 2 applicants who are applying for MA Eden Education Innovation Program, and they're from Australia. Yeah, they've been working here, and now they're planning to do their masters. We have students from Sri Lanka and Philippines. Yeah.
They have students from China, from US, from Europe, different students from different countries.
And can students change their uh, program that they've selected, for example, from business to IT or computer science? That's also another question.
Bachelor's, right?
Yes, bachelor's.
So, when you apply, you will be asked to choose the major program. You will study it for 1 semester. Then, if you want, during the add and drop week, you can ask your academic advisor to change your major, and there will be no problems with it. You can do it in when you complete 1 year, but that could affect your duration of your study. So we recommend you, if you want to change it, do it after 1 semester, and then the duration will be 4 years. It won't affect it.
And someone asked if they can translate their zachotka from school
Lyceum.
or lyceum with dean's stamp without notarizing.
So if it's in English, officially from your school, college, lyceum, and there is signature stamps, it's okay.
And if it's not in English or in Russian and they translate it and the dean puts a stamp on it?
No, then it depends on who translates. It must be translator, official translator, not applicant, not their friends, let's say. If they're professional translators, it's okay, but will require signatures and stamps from both translator and
Notarized, right?
Person who notarizes the documents. Notary. Yes. Notary.
Nazima Muratova is asking about transfer opportunities, and she wrote this comment on our LinkedIn page for this post. What are the requirements for transfer from other universities to Webster if the student finished their first course, first semester, or first year?
The requirements are the same, but will require if you completed 1 year at another university, will require your official transcript, and will then do the evaluation of your transcript, and will tell you how many credits will be transferred to Webster, and for how many years you will be studying here to graduate here at Webster. So we require ID, passport, high school diploma with the transcript, English proficiency certificate, but if it depends on institution or university. From some universities we don't require English proficiency test results. So if you studied at least 1 year in English at your current university, we don't ask it. It will be waived, but anyway we will need your 1 year transcript from your university to see which courses will transfer, which of them not. So
Jumaila also has something similar but a bit different. Can we transfer our studies from third year at, for example, World State Languages University studying English language and literature to Webster's bachelor's degree program in international relations?
So it's possible, but you will not complete in a year, because many courses they don't match, they're different completely. They could be different. So you could do it, but you will be studying for 3 years. It depends. So we need to see your transcript for 3 years first. Then we'll do the evaluation and let you know for how long you will be studying here.
Thank you. Is there a possibility to transfer among Webster campuses? Jasur is asking.
Transfer
from Webster Tashkent to Webster Geneva or Webster Vienna.
If you want to apply for site change, it's possible, but you'll be responsible for getting your visa, for tuition. Tuition will be different, but you could do it.
Ali John is asking about international relations master's degree program. Will it open at Webster?
Well, for the time being, we're working on a different program. It's called Hospitality Management. It's related to medicine, but now unfortunately we don't provide international relations. Yeah, but we're working on it. When Webster just opened, we had extremely limited choices, but now, as you can see, we're expanding like there is no tomorrow. So I'm sure in the near future we're gonna end up having our Master of International Relations program.
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully.
And there's also a question about installments, because we've been talking about it, especially for MA TESOL. Someone is asking if they can pay their tuition fee for MA TESOL in different installments, not necessarily in 5, but in 2 or 3, up to 5.
Yeah. The
Or
thing
4.
is, why we came up with this type of payment procedure, it's because it's much more comfortable, because you're not overpaying, you're not underpaying, you're paying just right amount for the courses that you're taking. That's why we came up with this course-based payment. But if you will, you can transfer 50% of your money, and you will be good to go for the half a year. Yeah, and another half is gonna be paid when it's due. So yeah, you can absolutely do it, but it's gonna be a little more hectic than this. But yeah, you absolutely can. There's no stopping you.
What is the latest date applicants for taking their Michigan test? Does it happen just before the deadline?
Yeah, it must be the last Saturday in July.
If I'm not mistaken, it's 27th of
27th of July, if I'm not wrong.
the last one.
That's the last Saturday for
Yes.
July is 29th, yes.
27th
20
of July.
29. Yes.
29?
Yeah,
Isn't
the
it?
last.
27th is Thursday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
29th is
We have
Saturday.
in
For
on Thursday.
Saturdays.
On Saturday, yes.
So the last date for Michigan test is 29th of
July.
July.
Yes.
And so after they register their documents online and take the Michigan test, still they will not miss the deadline because they've registered, right?
Yeah, because if they apply, take the test, apply before July 31, they will be their documents, their application will be reviewed anyway. If they apply on the 1st of August, we will not review their documents. So yeah.
Excuse me. The thing is, most of the students, they're getting confused. They're waiting for the last moment because they don't have all the required documents. But you can apply regardless. If you're gonna lack some of your documents, you can submit them later. But the thing is, you need to have your application. You need to have your application reviewed. You need to have your application to be proceeded. That's why if you lack some of your documents, if you don't have IELTS, then you're planning taking Michigan, don't do this. Create an application, then take Michigan. We'll submit it for you. Yeah.
Good, thank you. Could you, Jahangir Otaboyev is asking on our Instagram, could you let them know about the tuition fees, both for undergraduate and for graduate degrees?
So for bachelor's is for all programs is the same, $3,680 a year, and you will pay in sums according to the central bank rate. Yes, on the day of payment.
And with masters, it's a little complicated. For MA TESOL, it's 4.455. For MA Eden, it's the same, But for our MBA program, it's a little more different because the duration is different, the program itself is different, so it's gonna end up costing you 7,500 for the whole program, not for 1 year, for the whole program. In order to complete with your program, you're gonna end up paying 7,500.
Ilela is asking if she can start computer science without coding background.
Yes, we don't require coding background, but we highly recommend you if you apply for IT related majors, math, like you should be good at math because it's difficult to study IT without like basics, without knowledge of math at all. Yeah, we just recommend, but we don't require it. We don't require math as an exam.
Madina is also asking a very interesting question. She asks, in admissions, we often look at the GPA, so the marks for bachelor's degree students. Does it also happen with the master's degree level students?
It absolutely does.
And is GPA important to apply for a master's degree at Webster?
Yeah, I would say it's vital because your GPA is as important as your English proficiency level because we have only 2 requirements and it's gonna be your GPA should be no less than 2.5 out of 4. Yeah. But if you have less than 2.5 GPA, we can accept you conditionally. But the process and the procedure is going to be a little different. But yeah, no less than 2.5.
And Madina is also asking about GPA because on Uzbek diplomas they don't have a thing called GPA on the diploma itself. So she's asking help if or how she can apply, how she can translate or calculate the GPAs looking at the Uzbek marks.
She doesn't have to do basically anything. All you need to do is just submit your diploma and translate your transcript and submit it to us, and we will do the rest. I will be personally calculating all of your GPAs for you, so don't worry.
The same for bachelor's degree. We also require 2.5 GPA out of 4. The same requirement.
And Diana is asking, so there are no exams except English language requirement or IELTS, right?
If you have IELTS, you don't need to take Michigan, you don't need to take any of the exams.
We don't have entrance exams, yes.
You're good to go.
So I see there are a lot of questions which are a bit similar to one another, and I'm looking through those, and I think it's also a good time to mention about upcoming open house events and open doors events. So we highly recommend you to stay in tune and check our social media pages for the new posts and register as soon as possible because our events are quite popular and they fill up quickly. Also, if you haven't registered your if you haven't registered for Michigan English test, do so as well. I think, Bakhtiar, correct me if I'm wrong, we have new dates for Michigan test as well.
Yeah.
So now applicants can apply.
Yeah, we have it. We conduct it every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
So 3 days in a week.
Yeah, in July.
Great.
You can choose, and if it's space available, register.
And our applicants in Samarkand, tomorrow is a big day for you because Michigan is going to be conducted in Samarkand tomorrow. So if you haven't registered, are there any places left?
I think yes.
Okay.
We have like 70 places in total.
Thank you.
57 students are registered.
Yeah, I think 50.
So yes, As you can see, the spots are filling up, and please register if you are in Samarkand for tomorrow's Michigan test. Now I'm looking through the different questions. In case we haven't answered the question that we come up, we will definitely answer it in the comment section. Or if you have any more questions, you can also write us in our DMs, in direct messages. We'll do our best to answer your questions there as well. Also, new events are coming up. There is going to be a very special event for your parents. Soon we are going to announce it. That's also going to be something very new and exciting for us and both for students, because this event is going to be for parents. So stay tuned. I think if you don't have anything to say, or if you have last regards to our listeners, you can do it to them, and then I think it's a good time to say bye or see you until the next live session.
Yeah, thank you very much for your attention and time, guys. You can email us at any time of your convenience. We will be more than happy to help you to join us and become a student at Webster University in Tashkent.
Yeah. Agree.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.